Good afternoon, my friends. I think I can call you that. It's been um over a half of a month now, and we are deep into this conversation um concerning all things widowhood. My name is Thais Adele Wells, and I'm your host of these conversations, but I would love to have some interaction. So please, if you are viewing this for the first time or you have been watching consistently and maybe just liking the video, can you subscribe? Can you leave a comment about what the topic is of that day, and we can talk about it? Or leave a comment about anything that is concerning you. I'll even take prayer requests. And so, yeah, I'm here, and I'm a widowed wife. So we've been talking. The last couple of topics have been along the same lines about waiting. I believe last time I talked about myself having the luxury to wait on some things, understanding that is not everyone's experience, and I get it. And I still would love feedback on that. Did you have to work? Was there an extended period or an open-ended period where you could take off from work and just be, or find comfort in whatever would relieve your heartbreak? That's what I want to talk about today. Finding comfort, because it can be comforting, but it can also be destructive. And so let's talk about finding comfort. So let's see. Your spouse passes away. You begin to make preparations for his or her service, right? You have the service. People are coming in and out of your home, visiting, calling, getting a lot of phone calls. Food is being delivered or being brought by as well. You're getting cards and plants, such as the case with myself. All of this happened. And the service happens. You get through the service. Hallelujah to that. You may not even know how you got through it. I look back on Dante's service, and I remember standing in the processional, right? Walking with the family into the church. Whew. Yeah. Breathe. I just had to breathe. I don't know if I even asked God to help me. I just kind of held my breath and then released it, because what else could I do? This was the path that I had to take. Finding comfort. And so the service is over. Well, let's even go back before the service is over. You went to the burial. I almost didn't want to go. To the burial. I've told you guys this before. Like, I hate I hate death. Who likes it though, right? But I'm just saying, I hate death. And going to the burial, I always seen that as um, a reality check, if you will. And, this, I pray this doesn't trigger anyone, and it may, and you may need to leave and come back another day, or just skip over this video entirely, and I completely understand. But I have seen a lot of people, for whatever reason, when the coffin goes in the ground, they lose it. My dad lost it. Yep, he lost it. And when I say lose it, I don't know, I'm always prefacing stuff, but, I don't mean, just, you know what I mean. He broke down. He broke down and cried. So thinking about what I had experienced in the past, I certainly did not want to go through that, but I'm the widow. Don't I have to be there? So I was there. And you go back to the house for the repast. People come around, food, talking, laughing. Okay. All of that is done. And then what happens? Let's even talk about that night. It's just you in the bed. Now, in my case, I have a dog, my fur baby, and she typically sleeps in the bed, was sleeping in the bed with us, typically at the foot of the bed. But I think I kind of pointed out to her Dante's spot, like at the head of the bed, laying at the pillow, because I didn't want it to be empty. I also know when friends came to visit, I had them, if they were staying over. One of my good girlfriends, she stayed over. And yeah, I let her lay on that side. It was comforting. It was comforting to have someone fill that space. It was comforting. So tell me, what has been comforting for you? And have you done it too much? Do you feel like you've done it too much? Or do you feel like you're doing it in order to numb the pain of the loss? That's a good question, isn't it? So some of my comforting things was food. And I'm an emotional, let me correct that. I have been an emotional eater in the past. And so that was on level 100, probably, during that time. Yeah. I also started drinking more than usual. Now, let me say this. I was not a big drinker, but I started bringing bottles into the house. Yeah, not one bottle, bottles into the house. Drinking those things that I had, my husband and I had tried before, and I like plum wine and things like that. I remember, I think I bought like 6 bottles of plum wine. So I had that on hand at my disposal. I remember my girlfriend bought me some frozen cocktail drinks that stay in the freezer. And you break